Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. We are continuing our Extra Life 2018 recap episodes. Once again, joining our crew out at Harmonia Station, out at Mars, as they are preparing to depart to come back home, finally, after an extended stay, and what could only be called a very interesting deployment to the surface and in orbit of Mars. They've had their moments, I guess. Yeah, it's been interesting. I am very glad that all of them are amazingly still alive, and their eyes haven't popped out of their sockets, and their bone density is acceptable. Anyway, we're just starting out by plotting the node through the station core itself, seeing what kind of time frame we're looking at, and looks like they are good to go as of right this moment. So we will make sure that the entire crew is loaded up here on our nice Artemis 4, and that we're not leaving anyone behind, especially not a pilot who may or may not deserve it. Anyway, he's going to take all of the science out of our orbital vessel and deposit it into the lab, just to make sure, conveniently forgetting to bring home surface samples, which may or may not become a point of contention later, although really he should not have been tasked with that in the first place. Given Lee Bowen's track record for getting things correct. One last glance over the rest of Artemis here, make sure all of our necessary tanks are unlocked, and I will turn you over to Old Me live during the broadcast. Undock. I forgot to quick save. RCS to arm, stability control, back it up. Be extra graceful. Alright, Bowman. EVA. Go get your stupid ship. Get it back onto the thing. Imagine if you left for work but forgot your wallet, came back 10 minutes after leaving, your dog would be like, "Oh, you aren't going to work today." I know, they'd be, well, honestly, my dogs would probably look up from sneaking onto the bed where they're not supposed to be and being like, "Oh, you're home. I'm not going anywhere." You think you'll ever reach a point with Mars you'll be sending overlapping crews? Yes, and a big part of that is having the docking infrastructure to support it, because, I mean, Artemis is not a small ship. Perseus is even bigger. So sending large crews and having a spot to dock to such big things and the necessary supply pods, yes, absolutely. I would love to. We need the architecture to do it. Dock. Oh, I should have just left the docking extender on there. Alright, good. I did not forget to unlock the battery this time. How about the life support? Okay, good. Oh, I could have put more life support in this thing. Maybe we'll do that before we leave. Just going to do a little bit of parallel parking. No big deal. I mean, it's not really parallel. We're just going to... Yeah. I'll stop now. I'm sorry. Set as target. I'll spare you another one of my fantastic episodes of docking by speeding this a little bit up, but to be fair, I was really, really tired at this point, and it was pretty much starting to tumble very quickly downhill. Didn't really help that we had the added space constraint there, but with Artemis slowly backing away, it did ease up eventually, and once I actually started paying attention to where I was going, it wasn't too bad getting this poor little guy focused on target. If only I could remember my axes a little bit better, and keep myself from slamming into things, either Artemis or Harmonia herself. That would make things good-ish, I suppose. But eventually we will get that docking port mostly lined up, and then start to pull ourselves in slowly but surely. A lot of dockings happen during this live stream. I'm actually amazed I am still sane. Anyway, I will turn you now back over to Old Me live during the broadcast. Magnets, SAS off. Docked. Oh, that works beautifully. Whoever suggested that, I can't remember, but somebody let me know in the comments. When the magnets take effect, turn SAS off, and docking will go beautifully. And sure enough, docking went beautifully. That was not near as horribly tragic as I thought it was going to be. Alright, Bowman. Your job here is done. Time to board your mighty chariot and head on home there, friend. And of course you don't have the maneuver plotted, that's fine. Whatevs, maneuver planner. Map view target. Quick. We docked real quick. Oh, hey, there's Earth. Sure. It will take NA minutes. Oh man. It will take more than half an hour to make this burn. So, and yeah, we didn't even unlock this fuel. That's our get there free fuel. Awesome. We didn't even need to bring the fuel that's up here, unless maybe I have transfer enabled. Yeah, this next bit is sped up mostly because I was taking a lot of time goofing off with chat and generally just having a great time being sleep deprived and getting all the video gaming in that I have not been able to get in for a very, very long time. Anyway, we are also letting Artemis 4 here us back slowly away from Harmonia Station, and we will eventually get ourselves angled into the node, somewhat eventually, and then time warp around as we bid Harmonia Station farewell. Generally a very good station. It was nice to be on hand for the retirement. Anyway, we will time warp around to the planet and start preparing for our return home burn. And so for the smallest bit of this, I will turn you over to Old Me live during the broadcast. One. Ignition. Oh, announces it's going to be 46 minutes, although I never trusted that thing. Let's just keep an eye on periapsis to make sure we don't... Okay, good. It's climbing. We're good. 9 p.m. You'll be there. Excellent. Woohoo! Yes! I have one friend. At least one. Ash might be joining us too, right? I have sped this bit up a whole lot because it was looking to be about a 38-minute burn, and even starting as far ahead of the node as we did, it doesn't look like we are going to be able to make this in a single pass. So even after venting all the waste product, which I should have done well before igniting the engines, we will basically push our apoapsis out to a couple of million meters and then kill the engine and decide to come around for another pass. And this is when I left to go use the bathroom, knowing that absolutely nothing could possibly go wrong whatsoever. Not even a little chance. Anyway, I'm going to turn you over to Old Me for the decisions I've already told you about. Nope. Not even close. So, you know what? I think we're going to kill this burn and take a lap. And then try again. Yeah, it's only a 12-hour difference. So let's shut that down. Kill this node. Let's just have Mech Jeb do it. Maneuver planner. ASAP. No. Yeah, it does not calculate well with highly elliptical orbits. Ah, but it will calculate after most recent node. Oh, I thought I heard somebody walking behind me, but it's a dog looking out of the water bowl. How is that really only 1 more kilometer per second that's going to give me that? That doesn't seem... Slender dog. Come on now. Oh hey, that does actually give us an Earth encounter. It just doesn't seem like it's only 1.13 meters per second of correction. Kill that. Yeah, 1.13. Alright, show enough. In 56 days. That was dumb. Add maneuver. And after that, ASAP. Create node. 1.43. That seems a little more on point with what we were doing. Instead of murderizing you, it licks your face. Aww. It's the cutest stalker thing ever. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. That's in 1 day and 2 hours. I wish it were a little closer to periapsis. Maybe we can tweak the burn a little bit. Let's just see what we get if we slide it back here. Maybe we can dial this in a bit. Here's my infinite hubris, thinking I can do this better than Mech Jeb. Oh yeah, no, that's oh, because it's I like that jump that we get over our ascending descending node. I guess that's our descending node. Let's tug at nodes as if watching this incredibly long burn time wasn't already disastrous enough. Why you skip so? That makes just no damn sense. Yeah, let's come in extra spicy. How about that? One Earth encounter. Oh, now the descending node's up there. Dang it. Alright, I'm done. Sorry, Mech Jeb, I should not have doubted you. My mistake. What? Let's just say no, not now. Let me take a quick save before this thing goes all disastrified on me. Okay. I think we're good. Extra spicy reentry equals Kerbals reduced to roast edamame. Edamame. I mean, you know, probably. What's our time on that? Yeah, 1 day. Alright, that's what we're doing. It says the burn will only take 16 minutes. That's fine too. We have an alarm? What are we doing? No, we're just at Apoapsis. Hey, there, little guy. Demos. Still at 1 day. Alright, we can tuck Mech Jeb away. I cannot believe I forgot to bring back the rocks. I am so extra dumb. And a brief little bit of time warping here just to enjoy the view as we make a very broad circle around Mars. Taking a very interesting look at the nighttime side as we circle back around to our periapsis to finish our ejection burn and our subsequent return to Earth, which I'm sure this crew is very, very, very thankful for. That minutes or hours? That's minutes. I'm so dumb. Alright, we got just a little bit more to go. Alright, 9 minutes out. We'll go ahead and just start this off a little early. And they have a semi-valid excuse for not bringing rocks off the surface. Yeah, it was kind of a rough time. How many ignitions do we have left on this engine? How many frame rates are we going to get today? 28. Oh yeah, we're in good shape. And we'll light it at about the 8-minute and... yeah, okay, just light it. Let's just go home. And we're going. For real this time, I promise. No excuse for not bringing the rocks. I did get back to the Artemis. Alright, fair. Absolutely fair. So we'll just continue our sped up a bit for a good duration of this ejection burn. Real glad that service propulsion engine is as reliable as it is supposed to be, and that we can run it for half-hour stretches almost into uninterrupted without a single care in the world. It is a dang well-built engine, if I do say so myself. I mean, I didn't build it, so yeah, alright. Oh well, I mean, at least we'll have a good amount of fuel left over for me to make the inevitable correction burn. There's our ejection camera change with only 1200 meters per second to go. Seems a bit odd, but alright. Isn't there usually a speedy up a bit about now? Balls. Yeah, I know, right? This is why I speedy uppy bits these. And oh, speedy uppy bits we shall, to the nth degree, as we just power through the rest of this ejection burn and hopefully put ourselves on a nice, stable, easy intercept with Earth, which has literally never happened before. Don't know why I expected it to this time. Oh, there's a line. Whoa, it's leaving. Reverse thrust. Look at this, we actually got a line at Earth where we're supposed to be. So we're just gonna use all the thruster fuel. I mean, no, literally, we're gonna dump through a lot of thruster fuel trying to just bring this angle on in ever so slightly to maybe bring us home. Alright, well, I'm just gonna stand here holding the I, J, and N keys. And so I didn't make you watch the ejection burn in real time. I'm certainly not going to make you watch this painful thruster correction in real time either. And big thanks to everyone in chat who had the patience to actually sit through this with me in real time. Y'all are some saints, seriously. And it is greatly, greatly appreciated. Mere 248 days. They'll probably be skipping out of the atmosphere on their way to make a second pass, hopefully after capturing at Earth, because if not, oh lord, what have we done? We enter over the South Pole, so the cold ice will help cool you down after you come screaming through the atmosphere. If we re-enter over the South Pole, we won't land until at least the equator. I mean, no, it's not quite that bad, but... there we go. RCS to disarm. Alright, it's not quite the South Pole, but we're going to come screaming across. We'll correct this out, obviously, before we get there. I mean, before we get, you know, into the dirt. We're not going to do that, but we do want to dispose of the habitat thing without me having to go back in and delete it because it doesn't render heat on stuff properly when it's not active vessel. Hooray, they're coming home, they're coming home. And predictably, it was shortly after this that the game crashed, which ended the Kerbal Space Program RP-0 playing for the evening. We did go on to play many other titles and have many good laughs and many good times with many, many people across many different games. It was absolutely fantastic. As for Extra Life 2018, it was a resounding success. We passed our fundraising goal, and honestly, it was the most fun that I've had on Twitch or playing video games in general in well, ever. So a huge thank you to everyone who came out, everyone who donated, everybody who offered their words of encouragement, or to just say hi, or any of you who actually sat down to play some games with me. It was a fantastic time, and I honestly can't thank you enough. So that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one. So until then, see you later.